Is the solution as simple as Thierry indicated, that you just need a guy like Kylian Mbappe to solve these offensive problems for PSG? Is it that simple?
I don't know if you necessarily need someone like Kylian Mbappe, but you need someone that's a little bit more clinical in front of goal than Ousmane Dembele has proven to be. I'm like you. I thought, here it comes. This is the Ousmane Dembele we've all been waiting for. Mbappe's not in the way. This is your moment to shine. And once again, it hasn't happened. A little bit of a fallout with your manager. You get benched for a match. You come back. You're banging shots off. I mean, absolute sitters in front of goal. You're banging it off the crossbar. I don't know what's going on with this guy. When he gets in front of goal, he turns into a wet chihuahua. He just starts shaking.
I look at Dembele, but I also look at Barcola. And maybe Barcola's just a little bit too young.
I was going to say, he's young. You got to give him, there's a little grace needed.
To become that superstar. Yeah. Because he also had a chance.
Yeah, he had in the first half that he should have put away.
But are these guys role players? In theory, like this team, it feels like.
How much did they pay for Dembele? They didn't pay role player money for him, right?
No, but it's PSG. I don't want to go by price tag because there's a lot of very expensive players that shouldn't be at that price tag that are essentially role players, right? Because PSG has all the Qatari money in the world so that they can buy whoever they want. But you need a superstar, and maybe they can get it done. I'm trying to think back of a Champions League team, a winning team. That didn't have a superstar.
I think maybe you have to go back. You go 90s, Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah. I was even last year. I know they didn't win,
Porto?
but Borussia Dortmund last year, Nicholas Füllkrug striker. There's not. They made it to a final.
Yeah, but they didn't win.
Yeah.
So you're getting at a really good point in terms of not just superstar, but you need that focal point in your team. And when you look through Randall Colomwani. He's not it right now because his confidence is doing this. Hasn't repaired since the World Cup final in Qatar with Emi Martinez. And when you look down the line beyond him, Gonzalo Ramos is injured.
Say it again.
Emi Martinez, Argentina won the World Cup final. Boom.
You probably have that image.
Gonzalo Ramos.
I don't know why I don't have it as a sticker.
You really should.
My mug.
Also, that should be his logo, like the Jordan Jumpman. I think what you're saying is what I think we're all kind of beating around the bush as, and I don't think it needs to be Kylian Mbappe, but who on this team is a game changer? And I don't think they have one right now. Barcola could be.
To that level.
No, to the level of Champions League.
Correct.
Who could be a game changer in Champions League?
Should he be?
He should. He should be.
He was brought in to be that guy.
But he never has been on the teams he's played on.
Is Kang In Lee that guy?
Barcelona, Dortmund, he was always the Robin to everyone's Batman. But this is a side that if they don't get it together, you look at the weekend, they have Le Classique. And if they continue
this weekend?
This weekend, yeah, Sunday.
Man.
That is a massive, massive game where I think we're going to find out a lot about this PSG side. The cracks that we see in the pavement in the Champions League, De Zerbi is going to be licking his lips thinking, if you miss chances like that against us, we're going to pummel you.
Do you trust Luis Enrique, though, to get it right? Can he fix it, I guess, is the question.
I don't trust him. I didn't trust him last season outside of Kylian Mbappe putting the team on his back, and Kylian Mbappe let himself down. He let himself down in the finishing, but that relationship.
Luis Enrique is that guy to look at.
That was a message. That was an instruction.
Yeah, from up top.
From El Khelaifi.
It doesn't matter.
Admitted by Mbappe.
He had the balls to do it,
but
he seemingly
with his arm twisted. He wanted to play Mbappe more.
Yeah.
He pulled him out of the game early. He benched him. He didn't start him
coming from up top.
That's from up top.
He still did it. It's his team. And maybe it's coming from above, but that's still Luis Enrique. If you're talking about the players and the coaches, whose team is this right now? Is Luis Enrique's. I have all the trust and the belief that he could absolutely do that. He simply needs the tools to be able to win at this level. Well, they got rid of the biggest sore, which was figuring out a way to split from Mbappe in a way that doesn't completely upend the entire club. They did it. The fan base is behind this team. All they simply need to do is plug in a game changer. Whether that comes from Barcola suddenly maturing at a rate faster than we all believe he can, or they go out and find somebody. It doesn't need to be Mbappe.
Well, that's the thing. This is a team that needs to go out and find someone.
And you're not going to get him in December.
No, you're not. You're not. And
you don't get that type of player in December.
I don't think you need that. I don't think you need to get him in December.
So you're pinning this season, this whole season, you're pretty much pinning this season because you look through who's available in that side. Colomwani is not it. Let's just put that to bed. And he's shown it time and time again outside of scoring goal for France.
Can he become that guy?
He can, but he has to play consistently.
Colomwani, Ousmane Dembele, and you have Bradley Barcola. Which one of those will rise to the occasion?
It has to end up being Bradley. It has to be Bradley Barcola of all those.
It has to.
But Bradley Barcola is really good when he plays with an out-and-out center forward. And in Liga, you can get away with some of these matches they're playing Liga, because outside of playing against Lille, this Marseille match, we will find out a lot about PSG. And now you're pinning your hopes on Gonzalo Ramos, who's missed about 12, 13 games so far this season. Might be overshooting that number with an injury, and he comes back in November.
Gyökeres.
Thank you.
Gyökeres.
Oh, your guy.
Yeah.
How did he not get sold this? Like that was Arsenal's guy. That was and what?
Ruben Amorim.
We don't have to look past Jonathan David.
Or yeah, sure.
Thank you.
But is he?
Could be.
Yeah.
Is he a game changer?
I don't know. Is he a game changer?
Is that guy?
No, hold up. He did it in Championship. He did it in Primeira Liga in Portugal. Doing it in the Champions League for PSG is at a different level. You're going to be buying a quota of goals that you can expect from him, but he hasn't proven on the biggest stage that he is that guy, that game changer yet. Like, it's a risk. It's going to be a risk. Just like Colomwani. Colomwani at Frankfurt was scoring a lot of goals.
Yeah.
And they bought him thinking he was going to be that guy. Osimhen would have been that guy.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
That's the type of striker that now they're going to, with all due respect to Randall Colomwani and with all due respect to Gonzalo Ramos,
they're not the guys.
Right. And Barcola would work that, like you say. Barcola would grow even more if he had a focal point to play off of. Because the focal point last season was playing in his position.
Yeah.
Right? Or you could move him centrally, but let's be honest, Kylian Mbappe loves to drift out wide.
Yeah, he wants to be on the left.
But they had such a good understanding, though, even when Mbappe played as the false number 9.
But imagine when your focal point is a 9.
Yeah.
And how Bradley Barcola can grow and take advantage
If they had a true center forward back to goal, linking everybody up, be sweet.
Well, Alexis, you've prepared a little statement for PSG.
Right. I wouldn't necessarily say the word prepared because it's me, but I need PSG to show me something. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. De nada, to speak French. I need y'all to show me something. Listen, winless in the last 2 Champions League matches. First time dropping points at home in all competitions this season, okay? And you have only led once in the Champions League all in the last 3 matches and the whole time, which is scoring a 90th match winner against Girona. That's not good enough, right? We made all these promises. When Mbappe's gone, the team's going to be solidified. It's going to be unified. I'm seeing a little bit more chemistry. I'm seeing a little bit more flow. Luis Enrique, you're clearly that guy. I like how you handled the Kylian Mbappe situation. This year, you got to figure out how to make one of these 3 players kick. You've got Barcola, who's young, but clearly has all the talent. Ceiling is sky high. Ousmane Dembele, bro, I don't know, maybe move him into your house? Maybe keep track of what's going on, because I don't know what's happening with this guy week after week. He needs to find a way to get focused. Who can you make be that guy? You got to show me something. Champions League, this is what you're set up for, bro. This is what you're supposed to win. Go out and prove it.